name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Young Striker. Now, welcome to Kickoff Sports Show, the Friday edition. 9:02 is the time, live from your Remedy radio dial. And we look at updates coming from the world of sports this morning, from tennis to NBA. We'll also look at updates coming from the world of football. Remember last night, Manchester City dumped Liverpool, defending champions of the EFL Cup, out of the tournament. That's the reason Ladi Martins is looking very dull this morning. Although Jurgen Klopp came out to say that, well, there were some questionable decisions from the referee. However, Pep Guardiola was happy to see Manchester City move to the quarterfinal stage. We'll also let you know how the pairing looks like for the quarterfinal stage of the EFL Cup. Well, remember, Nick Kyrgios in the world of tennis is saying that for him, remember he came out to say that should he win one Grand Slam this coming 2023, we'll just call it quits. And he stated the reasons behind that. Looking at where Australia is, looking at how the movement always looks like for him, going for that tournament. We'll talk more about that this morning. Also let you know NBA result of games played in the wee hours of today, same as the games going down tomorrow. My name is Oladapo Kunubi once again. Remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM, including YouTube. Do not go anywhere.
My name is Ibrahim Farad. I would like to invite you to Solution FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Don't miss it.
My name is Solomon Yanolua. I'm 10 years old. I'll be competing in the Brain B of Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Watch out for me. Catch you there.
Shout out to Ola Wale Gio live on Facebook. Watching live, remember you can also join Wale this morning to watch us live from anywhere across the globe on our YouTube, Facebook platform, Solutions 939 FM. Now let's talk tennis here, where Nick Kyrgios has doubled down on his claim he will retire if he wins a Grand Slam next year, saying years of intensive travel have left him exhausted. Kyrgios enjoyed the best Grand Slam run of his career when he finished as runner-up to Novak Djokovic at Wimbledon this year, while he also reached the last 8 at the US Open. However, the Australian questioned the future in the sports earlier this week, telling some reporters in Dubai that hopefully he can win a slam and just retire. Now, speaking in another interview, the world number 22 insisted that remark was serious, saying his private life had suffered due to his time spent traveling to take part in ATP Tour event. Now let's just move away from tennis this morning and let us look at what is happening in the world of the NBA. Williamson, this man, we're getting update that, remember he missed the game this morning, and who will be missing is likely going to miss the game tomorrow as well. The New Orleans Pelicans were without a top offensive option, Zion Williamson, for this morning's game against the San Antonio Spurs due to the league's health and safety protocol. So for those asking questions about Williamson, the 22-year-old has been the Pelicans' leading scorer this season at 25.2 points per game, and after missing the entire 2021-2022 campaign, he has featured up for 25 of his team's 30 games this time around. He has now missed his 6th game of the season after triggering the league's COVID-19 protocols, and with it being the first leg of a back-to-back, he will also likely miss tomorrow's road game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now let's just look at results of games played in the wee hours of today. San Antonio Spurs, told you earlier, played 111 to 126, lost the New Orleans Pelicans as Utah Jazz defeated Washington Wizards 120 to 112 points. We've got a series of games scheduled for tomorrow, where San Antonio Spurs will take in Orlando Magic on the road by 1 o'clock, while LA Clippers will also be on the road against Philadelphia 76ers. Atlanta Hawks 1:30 will take on Detroit Pistons as Boston Celtics hosts Minnesota Timberwolves. Brooklyn Nets will be up against the Milwaukee Bucks, same 1:30. Same time, Toronto Raptors is taking on Cleveland Cavaliers. Chicago Bulls will be on the road against New York Knicks as Houston Rockets hosts Dallas Mavericks by 2 o'clock. Same time, Miami Heat battle Indiana Pacers. Oklahoma City Thunder, same 2 o'clock, will be up against New Orleans Pelicans. And an hour later, Denver Nuggets will take on Portland Trail Blazers. And an hour after that, by 4 o'clock, Phoenix Suns will be up against Memphis Grizzlies, while Sacramento Kings will battle Washington Wizards. 30 minutes later, LA Lakers will take on Charlotte Nets, and that will be by 4:30 a.m. Let us talk about Formula One this morning, and it is about a love of Ferrari. Ferrari have confirmed a Valentine's Day date for the launch of the 2023 Formula One car. The second team to confirm the review of the new challenger, Formula One's most successful and famous team, will have a launch on Tuesday, February 14, the day after Aston Martin. Ferrari have as yet revealed no further details about the location nor the name of the new car, which has the project name 675. Well, let's wait for Red Bull, same as Mercedes, and how these people will be unveiling their cars. All right, guys, now we'll move away from that. We'll talk football on the other side, where we look at what is happening in Ghana after the FIFA World Cup.
Hello, my name is Solomon Ibu. I'm one of the brain bees competing at Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0 Catch Media.
My name is Anola Dolapo. I'm one of the brain bees competing at Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0 Catch Media.
Back and better. It's the Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0.
You had that right, kiddies! Come party with Solutions 93.9 on the 29th of December 2022 at Liberty Stadium.
There are prizes to be won, fun games to be played, and other side attractions. Let's make it fun together. See you there.
The Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0 is proudly powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
He was in Ghana, he was in Chelsea, and is now the coach of the Chipolo Polo of Zambia is none other than Avram Grant. Former Black Stars of Ghana and Chelsea handler Avram Grant will take charge of the Chipolo Polo of Zambia. The Football Association of Zambia fans announced the Grant as the new coach of the team on the official Twitter handle on Thursday. Now, according to fans, Grant has agreed a 2-year contract to handle the 2012 African Cup of Nations winners. And according to Avram Grant, he came out to say that he loves challenges, and that was the reason he had to take the job of the Zambian national team. Okay, now let's just move away from that and let's talk about the EFL Cup.
So the Blues are back in action once again, and after almost 6 weeks of domestic inactivity, what a match on which to refocus after the Qatar World Cup. City's recent tussles with Liverpool have been monumental, and tonight the prize is a place in the quarter-final of a competition which has been won by these two clubs more than any other. Well, with 17 League Cups between them, this is a duel which should have been a fitting final, perhaps. As it is just one of these great sides who will make it to the quarter-final stage of the competition. Gundogan now scampering into the final third. He plays it out wide and the return goes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne in a crossing position. Haaland scores! Brilliant start from City. Brilliant finish from Haaland. De Bruyne to Haaland. It's becoming a cliche because it's happening time and time again.
Well, we're going to watch it back. I cannot tell you how good this movement is from Haaland. As a defender, you want to be able to see, you want to be able to feel your striker, but his movement and his timing is incredible. Again, this movement from Haaland is absolutely textbook.
Matip now advancing into City territory. Has a couple of targets, and in the box is Milner. This is good by Liverpool, and they've equalised. Brilliant goal, wonderfully worked and put in by Carvalho. And Liverpool weren't behind for long. It's City 1, Liverpool 1, and you have to say that the tempo of this match, you just anticipated there'd be more goals. City have got the ball with Rodri in central midfield. He plays it out wide to Mahrez. Mahrez is onto it. Mahrez hits it. That is a magnificent goal. Riyad Mahrez with an absolutely magnificent finish. He took the ball down, moved inside, found a half a yard of space and bent it into the far corner. He opened the scoring against Chelsea in round 3. He's given the City the lead in round 4 against Liverpool.
It's a fabulous finish, and it's all about the first touch.
Oh, I'll just pause you now because Nunez is onto a through ball. Nunez through on goal. Salah equalises. Liverpool are level within seconds. It was a counter-attack. Nunez darted down, played it into the middle, and Salah put it into the back of the net. Well, the last 2 times these two sides played in the Premier League here, they ended in 2-2 draws, and both times Liverpool came from behind to do so, and they've done it again. Goes back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne looks up, scoops in a ball. Ake! 3-2 City! Nathan Ake restores City's lead.
Now you can see actions coming from players who failed to show right there at the FIFA World Cup. Maybe the more you play with your teammates, the more you get results, the more you spark for your teams, right? But for Jurgen Klopp, it was a disappointing outing for his team, also blaming the VAR.
Yeah, I would say if we have VAR, the refs are used to VAR. And all of a sudden you tell them, oh, no, today not. They tell everybody no. Not. It's like it looked like in a couple of situations that they were waiting for or thinking there was still VR, but there is nothing because the offside decision. There were a couple of where everybody in the stadium was convinced it was offside. I don't know if it was.
So, meaning more things needed to be done. Why no VAR in this kind of game? But let's talk about Pep Guardiola this morning. He was the happier man after that clash.
It was not a good game. I think Liverpool and City again respect what they have done in the last years. The last games between each other was not successful for us, and we played the game we should play. It's not easy to keep the ball against them because they have a defensive structure, the most difficult I ever faced in my career. And
difficult game, right? Let's go on a break, and when we return, we'll look at the fixtures for the next round.
Oh boy, today was just stressful. Hey, as in everywhere just choke. You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me. Feel the vibe, live for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
So you're at your favorite booker and you've ordered rice, shaki, from roundabout, fuku, edo, liver, and croaker. Then you feel you should just top it up with one big, chilled bottle of 7-Up. But something tells you it's too much. Something tells you if people look at your table, they will think you're trying to kill yourself. Bros, please, what is something? Who is something? Are you something? Is something you? Something is only trying to stop you from being you. And that's all. Take this from 7-Up and Fido-Dido. Just sip some 7-Up, face life, and just be you. Because nothing sure pass.
7-Up. Be you. Nothing sure pass. 7-Up. The diff is clear.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, Mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank is 105. To celebrate, we're giving away another 55 million naira in our Save and Win Pali promo too. That's 105,000 naira for 50 people every month, 500,000 naira for 5 people every quarter, and 5 million naira for one lucky person at the end of the year. To stand a chance, simply save at least 10,000 naira into your Union Bank account every month. If you don't have an account, you can download the Union mobile app or visit the nearest branch to open one. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Oh boy, today was so stressful. Hey, as in everywhere just choke. You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me, feel the vibe, live for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fan Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all, though. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
It's a beautiful morning, Naija. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open the Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent near you.
Welcome back to Kiko Sports Show on your Remedy Radio Dial Solutions 939 FM. In case you're just tuning in, my name is Oladako Kunubi, aka Young Striker 9. Now let's look at the next round of fixtures for the EFL Cup. Manchester United have been drawn with League One side Charlton at home in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Charlton, the only non-Premier League side left in the competition, go to Old Trafford after beating Premier League Brighton and Hove Albion on penalties at home in the 4th round. Eight-time winners Manchester City have been handed a trip to Southampton in the last 8 after Pep Guardiola's side defeated the holders Liverpool at home in a 3-2 win. Now, this is the rundown. Newcastle United to host Leicester City, Nottingham Forest to take on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Manchester United against the Charlton Athletic, and Southampton will be up against the Manchester City. Now, the quarterfinal fixtures will be played in the week commencing January 9, 2023. Now, looking at Manchester City's run of fixtures for January. January 5, Manchester City will take on Chelsea in the Premier League, then battle Chelsea in the FA Cup 3rd round. Now, January 10-11, it will be Carabao Cup quarterfinal against the Southampton at the St. Mary's Stadium. And battle Manchester United at the Manchester Derby in the Premier League on 14th of January. And 19th of January, it will be a Premier League clash, West Tottenham Hotspur. Olawale Gio saying Manchester United. Okay, up Manchester United. All right, we're waiting for that Manchester Derby, 14th of January. The fear of Ireland is the beginning of wisdom. Okay, now let's talk about one man who's the goalkeeper in the Premier League, and he's a World Cup winner, and that is Emiliano Martinez. Now, Neil Le Gret has written to the Argentine Football Association to complain about abnormal and shocking touts towards France forward Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe became just the second man to score a World Cup final hat-trick on Sunday, but it was not enough for France as Argentina won on penalties after the 3-3 draw. La Celeste's third title triumph sparked scenes of wild celebrations back home with Tuesday's victory parade in their capital was cut short as huge crowds cursed the team's boss to be held. Remember what Emiliano Martinez did after celebration, after stopping penalties from Kingsley Coman, right? And, you know, a lot of things that happen at that, but it is about being organized, right? While you're celebrating, you have to also think twice. Now, let's go about a man from the Tottenham Hotspur squad. Dejan Kulusevski believes that Tottenham will achieve better results than the first 6 months of the season following the World Cup break. Spurs will play their first game in well over a month when they take on Brentford on Monday. Antonio Conte's side sit fourth in the Premier League and are in the Champions League round of 16 with Milan their opponent. Winger Kulusevski feels the Spurs will return an even better side following the hiatus. And a quick look at the fixtures of the Premier League scheduled to start on Monday. We've got the Boxing Day fixtures. Brentford to host the Tottenham Hotspur, while Crystal Palace host Fulham. The Wolves will be on the road against the Everton. Leicester City will be at the King Power Stadium hosting Newcastle United. Brighton and Hove Albion will travel to play Southampton at the St Mary's Stadium, as Aston Villa will be at the Villa Park hosting Liverpool. Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium hosts West Ham United in a London derby, while Chelsea will be at the Stamford Bridge against Bournemouth. Manchester United at the Old Trafford take on Nottingham Forest, as Leeds United will take on Manchester City. Now, talking about that game, well, Marsch, who's the coach of Leeds United, has revealed a joke with former Salzburg striker Erling Haaland ahead of Manchester City's visit to Leeds on Wednesday. And according to that joke, Marsch said, he joked with Haaland that he should just try and come up with one injury. I should not play against Leeds. Do not do that, because Haaland is my captain in the Premier League fantasy. Let's go straight and talk about Italian Serie A.
My name is Ibrahim Farad. I would like to invite you to Solution FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Don't miss it.
My name is Solomon Yanolua. I'm 10 years old. I'll be competing in the Brain B of Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Watch out for me. Catch you there.
It's back and better. It's the Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0.
You had that right, kiddies! Come party with Solutions 93.9 on the 29th of December 2022 at Liberty Stadium.
There are prizes to be won, fun games to be played, and other side attractions. Let's make it fun together. See you there!
The Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0 is proudly powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
He scored at the FIFA World Cup final, scored at the Olympics final, and same as Copa America. I'm talking about Angel Di Maria. He has been galvanized by Argentina's World Cup success. This is coming from Massimiliano Allegri. For the winger, he won the penalty for Lionel Messi's opener, then added a sublime second himself before being substituted with Argentina seemingly in control. But for Massimiliano Allegri, believes that the World Cup triumph can bring Angel Di Maria to a better shape. Well, it has been a similar story for the 34-year-old at club level since this season, joining Juve at a free agent, but seeing only 246 minutes of the Serie A action prior to Qatar 2022. But let us see the best of this man when the Italian Serie A kicks off or returns on the 4th of January. We'll be having AC Milan taking on Salernitana, Sassuolo taking on Sampdoria, Spezia hosting Atalanta, while Torino will take on Verona. AS Roma will host to Bologna, while Lecce will take on Lazio. Juventus will be on the road against Cremonese, while Fiorentina will be up against Monza. Inter Milan will take on Victor Osimhen in Napoli, while Udinese will be up against Empoli. All right, guys, now let's just drop the anchor here, and we'll be back on Saturday Sports Safari. We'll enjoy a review of the year 2022. We also talk about the World Cup review, right? Abe Berry, who placed like over 51,000 naira on Argentina to win the FIFA World Cup. They will tell us how he's going to share the money. All right, guys, do not go anywhere because we look at the headlines of the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Same as Talking Point. Remember, it is Open Mic Friday. You've got opportunity to talk about a lot of issues on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Victory, Richard joins me on the side. My name remains Oladapo Okunubi. Do not go anywhere.
My name is Ibrahim Farad. I would like to invite you to Solution FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Don't miss it.
My name is Solomon Yanolua. I'm 10 years old. I'll be competing in the Brain B of Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Watch out for me. Catch you there.
It's back and better. It's the Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0.
You had that right, kiddies! Come party with Solutions 93.9 on the 29th of December 2022 at Liberty Stadium.
There are prizes to be won, fun games to be played, and other side attractions. Let's make it fun together. See you there.
The Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0 is proudly powered by Solutions 93.9 FM.
Why worry about your morning when we can give you the perfect start? Make a date with us and enjoy an amazing blend of breakfast on everything sports, newspaper review and analysis, trending topics, exclusive interviews on health, politics, business, entertainment, music, and so much more. Join the AM Update team weekdays 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Solutions 939 FM for an experience like never before. AM Update. It always gets better here.
Well, it is 2 days to Christmas. Wow, compliment of the season. 31 minutes gone past 9 right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9. Welcome to From the Dailies, where we take you on a tour on different stories making the front pages of our Nigerian newspaper. My name is Victory Richard.
We've got Punch and the Nation newspapers with me this morning. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. Thank you for joining us.
All right, I have the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspaper. Remember that you can be a part of the conversation by joining us on our Facebook platform as well as YouTube at facebook.com/solutions939. We're also taking messages via WhatsApp or regular text to 0904 422 2939. The phone lines as well would be open because today is the open mic session. Welcome to you from the Dailies. Alright, it's time for us to begin with some of the papers that we have this morning. Okay, I think I would have to start from you, Doctor.
Okay, starting with the Nation newspaper this morning with different headlines. From the CAP, 94% of cash transactions falls within 500,000 naira limit. This is coming from CBN this morning. I take that headline again. 94% of cash transactions falls within 500,000 naira limit. Criminals won't stop 2023 poll, says Minister. The writer to that headline says INEC predicts 50% turnout. Page 6 of the Nation newspaper has that story. The red headline on the Nation newspaper this morning: budget passage shifted to next week. Al Mustafa loses AA presidential ticket. How? Okay, looking at the banner headline on the Nation newspaper this morning: Tinubu, multiple exchange rates, petrol subsidy to go. And the writer to that headline says APC candidate promises to fix power, introduce students loan. Well, remember the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi said the same thing in Akwa Ibom during the week. Now, looking at the quotes coming from the APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu: I am no CBN, but I know that could go away. If I am the president, when you vote for me, write it down and confront me when it is time. That's a quote on the banner headline, and we have the front page picture of the Nation with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu addressing businessmen in Lagos on Thursday. And the next set of headlines: the federal government attacks Atiku over border reopening promise. Wike allies to unveil preferred presidential candidates next month. And who will that be? Rivers governor rules out support for Syria defectors. So who are the Syria defectors? Well, you can get the Nation newspaper to get more. And the last set of headlines: suspects in Lagos Ibadan road abduction arrested, 10 die after power surge. You can read more from the Nation newspaper this morning.
All right, away from the Nation, let's now move to the Vanguard newspaper. My first executive order to reform civil service. A called presidential candidate is making that statement. Reject PDP. They are out to reverse gains of 2019. Abdulrazak tells Kwara people. More stories from the Vanguard this morning. Your plan to open Nigerian borders threat to Nigerians. Lai Mohammed tells Atiku. Troops neutralize 103 terrorists in Northeast. More stories, of course. 2023 budget submitted late with errors, says Senate. Autumn signs 179.5 billion naira appropriation bill into law. Fight against piracy. You have done well. CDS tells Navy. ESMAS. Poultry farmers, customers decry high cost of fowls. Have you gotten your Christmas fowl?
Well, I've gotten my. I did that. Is in my fridge. I've boiled, fried, kept in the fridge. Yes.
You have to bought plan it since November.
No, I got that over the weekend. That was last weekend.
Okay. Respect our privacy. Basketball tells fans after marriage breakup. These are the stories you can find from the Vanguard newspaper.
Okay, going straight to the Punch newspaper this morning. NNPC marketers plan 148 naira per litre. Tinubu insists on subsidy removal. Page 28 of the Punch newspaper, and it's on the cap part. FG may reintroduce a telecom tax in 2023. Report. Page 11 has that story. 2023 budget. National Assembly uncovers errors. Delays passage. Page 34 of the Punch newspaper has that story. Yoruba Nation agitators welcome Akintoye's exit back Adeniran. Now, the front page picture and the banner headline this morning. Let's start with the banner headline. Cash limits not anti-people. CBN insists. Reps knock Emefiele. Page 2 of the Punch has that story, but 3 writers that follows that headline. One says policy will open rural, underserved communities to economic opportunities. CBN Deputy Governor. Apex Bank orders 500 million pieces of new notes. Says nation ready for cashless economy. Emefiele flouting CBN Act. Policy ill-timed and irresponsible. Lawmakers, ex-ADC chairman. And we have the front page picture this morning that says killers of US-based hotelier. Lagos Ibadan highway kidnappers arrested. And the shoe headlines. FG inaugurates a 145 billion naira Safe Schools plan. Seeks financial support. Page 10. Driver dies. Passengers escape as container crushes vehicles. Page 4 and 5. I saw that story yesterday. I was shocked.
It was a sad one.
Manufacturers pay 403 billion naira tax. Lament economic crunch. Page 35 of Punch newspaper has the story.
All right, let's now move to the last paper this morning, and that is the Nigerian Tribune. Federal government declares public holidays for Christmas, New Year celebrations.
Oh, finally.
It doesn't apply to you, my brother.
Oh.
UTALD.
No, to you.
FRSC deploys 584 personnel to Akwa Ibom. Wike promises to unveil preferred presidential candidate in January. Okay, NURTW counsels members to drive carefully during celebration. NURT boss equally charged drivers to try as much as possible to avoid night travel. Still on UTALD, police ban use of fireworks, knockouts, firecrackers, orders in Anambra State. Wike promises to unveil preferred okay, this is a repeated headline. These are the stories, of course, you can find on the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
Okay, now let's go straight to the burning issue this morning, same as the talking point. So there were expectations yesterday by the Senate to pass the 2023 budget. But I mean, the National Assembly, saying that there were errors in the budget and they had to mop up. That was the reason they had to postpone till 28th of December. Here is Ahmed Lawan, who is the Senate President, speaking concerning the postponement of the passage of the 2023 budget.
The reason for this is because the appropriation bill came to the National Assembly with some problems. And when our committees on appropriation in the Senate and the House started to reconcile the figures of what we have done and what was presented, the problems became very obvious and they were not easy to deal with. And therefore, our committees had to start a process of cleaning up the bill first. That process, of course, also engaged the executive arm because the problem came from there. Was concluded yesterday, only yesterday.
All right, that's the voice of Ahmed Lawan speaking about, the reason why there was a postponement on the passage of the 2023 budget. We're still moving to, other burning matters this morning, and the next voice you'll be hearing will be that of Deputy CBN Governor Aisha Ahmed speaking about the cash limit, not anti-people, as the CBN insists.
To reduce cash processing cost, cash minting cost, processing cost, the cost of destroying old notes, and the cost of moving the cash from place to place, the physical cost of protecting it. The data available to us shows that 94% of all transactions, cash transactions, fall below the 500,000 limit. And this includes in areas in the country that are predominantly cash, that are not part of the cashless policy. 82% of corporate transactions also are below this limit. What does this mean? It means that 94% of all individual transactions will not be affected. We remain open to continue to engage and do better. When the House convenes these hearings, it is the responsibility of us to show up, and we look forward to you doing so.
Can the CBN tell Nigerians how much was printed out of this new currency? How much was printed?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to share that figure now, only because I want to give an accurate number.
Okay. Well, that was the Deputy Governor Aisha Ahmed of the CBN speaking yesterday. With the National Assembly. I mean, the Federal House of Rep, because I saw Bajabia Amila and others, trying to, ask more questions. While some were saying that, well, maybe to target politicians. But hey, Dr. Cornerstone is with us this Friday morning as the last edition of the AM update. Thank God it's Friday. Dr. Cornerstone, top of the morning to you.
Good morning. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has listened to us this whole year. Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas to those who are Christians. And I want to say a great time for the year ending, and it's going to be a better year next year.
Amen.
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 Good morning to you, Dr. Cornerstone.
How are you, Mr. Richard?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the chicken I was told is all you bought for me. So I will be
you have nothing to worry. So whenever you're ready, you can come collect it.
I'm ready. I was ready yesterday. Now that you are saying I will show up.
I'll be expecting
and then Mr. Dagbo.
Yes, Dr. Cornerstone.
I was meant to buy a chicken for you. It died yesterday. Sorry.
Don't worry. Just bring it. We will use it for barbecue.
There's flu.
Barbecue. Okay. Okay.
Dr. Richard has said something that there's flu. Okay. We behind the mic, we'll talk about that. All right. Now let's talk about the CBN Deputy Governor who was yesterday. Yesterday she addressed the House talking about the reasons behind the new Naira policy, the withdrawal policy, and we've also heard reactions concerning the upward review of the new Naira, withdrawal policy from the CBN. Although, there were reactions also concerning knowing the number of the new Naira notes in public, which later, came out to give the full number. Now, I don't think we should have so many reactions concerning that again. Now CBN has come and addressed, but don't you think it should have been a Godwin Emefiele to come to the House of Rep to defend the policy of the CBN?
Well, I want to start here by saying that the issue of the review yesterday, we saw it coming. We'll probably say, it's a case of political gladiators winning the war, because we know that this election, the elections are around the corner, and a lot of people are actually looking for how to monetize the election. That said, but you have to understand that last year there was a report by the NDIC, National Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, that said that about 80% of Nigerians who have bank accounts don't have up to 500,000 naira in their accounts. You remember?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay, now if 80% of Nigerians don't have 500,000 naira in their accounts, the question you want to ask yourself is, who will be making the withdrawal of 500,000 naira per week? Is it these persons who don't have 80,000 naira in their accounts? And the answer is that it's not these people who don't have who don't have more than 500,000 naira in their accounts on a weekly basis. It therefore means what we're having is that people who want to use money to monetize this election are actually the ones winning. There's also a campaign this morning. There was a rally yesterday about at the Central Bank office saying that Emefiele must go, Emefiele must go, Emefiele must go. And so the question we're asking now is that to what extent do we actually want a prosperous Nigeria? A few people are actually succeeding and happy to the banks on Nigeria based on money politics, and a lot of people want this to continue. Number two is for you to understand that the UK this morning is not probably happy with Nigeria, and they believe that monetary policies must be free from the cumbersomeness that it actually went through these times. You understand me?
Okay.
And the UK is not happy, and if the UK is not happy, you must also understand that it's about the International Monetary Fund that is not happy. You understand what I'm saying? So, you might start receiving certain sanctions relating to the issue of money laundering. Because if you have, can you hear me?
Yeah, we are with you.
Yeah, so if you have somebody having to withdraw 500,000 naira on within a week, to what extent do Nigerians actually need money? And so now the person who wants to probably monetize the election from January 9, when he starts withdrawing 500,000 naira per day, at the end of by February 19, he has spent 1 month withdrawing 500,000 naira per week. That's a whole lot of money for him to be able to actually push into society. I do not know why Nigerians, especially those who are at the helm of politics in Nigeria, do not want to have this type of policy fly. The policy did not say that you cannot transfer money, you cannot use money you want. It just says you cannot have physical currency the way you want it. But I really very think that. But of course, the other thing they are saying is that the man who is at the helm of affairs of the CBN has showed himself ready for politics. That is a vendetta against politicians. Well, that's a valid point, but it's not true that a man cannot go out for his own business and make the reason why he was appointed as CBN governor count. So it's still Nigerians that will suffer the brunt. It's still Nigerians that we are talking about. But we are just looking forward to seeing a time whereby the issue of kidnapping will be out, because with 500,000 naira a week, it means if somebody is kidnapped now on the personal basis, you can actually keep him for another two weeks in order to bring in 2 million. You can keep him for 1 month in order to be able to raise 5 million. You know what I'm saying? This one was going to kill kidnapping, was going to kill stealing. If probably someone walked into your house and said, "Where is the money?" He knows it's 20,000 naira for the day that he can bring to the table. You understand me? But now it's as though we are returning to the normal. We are returning to the usual that we are all running from.
Dr. Cornerstone, with this recent review by the CBN, do you think that, I believe one of the reasons for this initiative is to make Nigeria a progressive state such that we start using cashless policy. Now, with this recent review, don't you think that has been defeated?
Yeah, it's been defeated at the issue, because the reason why the dollar keep rising is because Nigerians can just withdraw that 500,000 a week, go to Sabo and start looking for dollars to buy. You know what I'm saying? But without that, it was going to be very difficult for the Nigerian to be pursuing dollars. You get what I'm saying? And again, this policy was not in isolation. There's also the policy by the Central Bank of Nigeria that said that people who made remittances into Nigeria through dollars should also be paid in dollars to Nigeria. That was a fantastic ideology. Because what we were having was the central bank, the commercial banks were actually holding dollars. Somebody opened a dollar account, and then you asked him to receive money in that. You understand me?
Yeah.
Those things were going to be bygone from the time in January 9 when this idea that was not given the opportunity to fly, and for some people to actually start raising eyebrows that Emefiele must go. And so you ask yourself, what other macroeconomic policy will the CBN governor bring up to rescue its currency, to rescue its economy, for you to now say, let him go? It's really, really very, very appalling at this time to believe that certain persons will sponsor a campaign of calumny against this man, whose policy we all believe now will have had Nigeria have a flight. Number one, the beauty of it also is also seen in the fact that it was 200 naira notes that would be in circulation. So I believe that despite moving the money to 500,000 naira per week, I still believe that the CBN will go ahead to making sure it is 200 naira that is being dispensed from the ATMs. At least, so that when you see how bulky the money you are carrying is, you will get brain and do transfers.
Okay, now, Dr. Coniston,
And then number two,
Okay, continue,
number
please.
next-
Continue, please.
unless I do not know, the CBN might hold money. If you didn't see it in the ATM, you will transfer it. So there are other ways to actually doing this without having to actually mention it. For me, I felt like it was a policy that was not supposed to be announced. It was a policy that we should have just woken up to. I getting me by that January 9, you want to make a transfer, and it is sorry, there's no money. You have to transfer it. You understand what I'm saying? Please transfer your. I thought the announcement actually made a mess of the thing. I think it should have been at that time the minimum money you can transfer. And then the people who said that they are suffering from it, which are the
POS
the ones
operators.
who do POS money. Dabo, are you aware that the POS was never a machine meant to give money to people? It's called a point of sale. It's supposed to be a card point, meaning if you
Use
bought
your card.
something, yes, and you didn't have physical cash, use card to take the money out. Swipe your card. It's not for dispensing money. It's Nigeria always has a way of using
Creating
technology
employment
meant for something else somewhere for that purpose here. So it was never meant for that purpose.
So do we now say that those who are making ends meet with the POS, are we saying that they're doing a wrong thing? Or what those? I mean, we should also look at their own side of this.
Well, there is no better way to look at the side. If what a thing is meant for is not what it is being used for, it's called abuse. And we are not saying that the POS have not come to the rescue of most Nigerians because a lot of ATMs are not working. But we are just saying that if this policy was giving the chance to e-banking services will be everywhere too. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people will now engage in e-banking services.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
Just like people learn to do jump, a lot of people who are aged people who don't know, they will engage in e-banking. Before you know it, Nigerian has become the acephalous society we are looking for, where things are done very, very technologically, and then we become technologically savvy. But now what this has meant for Nigeria is that the progress and the development we are looking for, it will not fly. You remember Soludo, one time CBN governor, came up with an ideology of banks capitalization, all recapitalization. They fought him tooth and nail. They asked him to come and defend it with the government and all the rest of them. He stood his ground, and today we're happy for it. Nigerian banks are into a phone in lots of African countries because that idea was given a chance to fly. This one will also give Nigeria the opportunity of building back its country from the perspective of monetary policy. But this one, that based on the fact that election is coming in and a lot of politicians want to hijack it, is actually not good for all of us.
Okay.
But I want to tell you that no matter how you want to see it, money may fail in this election because I do not know the level to which the new currencies will be available after December 31st. I mean, after January 31st. Because, by January 31st, you see, it's the policy they have worked against, but they have not actually worked against CTN as far as control is concerned. Well, you will have money to withdraw 500,000 naira per week. Abi, when the person who is distributing the money at the central bank did not release so much to a bank branch, when you go here, you go there, you didn't see money, you will use your own your phone to transfer.
All right, Dr. Cornerstone, we'll have to move to other stories because of time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we listened to earlier on from the Senate explaining the postponement of the passage of the 2023 budget, and it's blaming the executive. You would recall sometime in November as well, the Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, blamed the 206 billion naira padding of the budget on wrong code. We've seen several cases of apportioning blames to this person and that person. Well, we might say that the Senate have a good reason, because according to them, there were a lot of figures that were not appropriated properly, and that's why they're shifting it after the Utah period. Or what do you have to say, with a country that has a Minister of Finance, but more often than not, we keep seeing cases of the budgets being padded and we're not receiving the appropriate figures, as it were. Would you also credit this to the corrupt practices that Nigeria has been faced with over time?
Well, apart from budget padding, I must tell you right now what is happening in most ministries as we talk right now. A lot of ministries are going out to produce papers for the purpose of making claims that may not have been between January to December. A lot of people are going out right now. I mean, a lot of ministry persons are going out making document papers. Oluwo, is it Oluwo they call it? Yeah, doing Oluwo just to make sure all the budgets that they had padded, the monies are being cashed out. When you go to a lot of ministries, now that is the deal. Well, unconfirmed. Number two, I have to let you know that the issue of budget padding, I actually lost faith in our budget system from the year 2019, because the year 2019 was actually so heavy when it comes to budget padding. And for you to understand that most of the people who have appeared before the committees to defend their own budget coming to say, well, this is not the number we know. So and so was added to it, and we don't know who did it. This is not also the number we know. So and so money was added to it. And you want to therefore ask yourself, the budget that was put down for the National Assembly to debate over was submitted by the Ministry of Finance and Budget and Planning. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
So you want to ask yourself, to what extent is the Budget and Planning Office doing its responsibility well when an MDA comes to defend his budget? It comes for example, to defend $2.5 billion dollars for 2.5 billion naira, and before him is a budget of 4.5 billion. You know he's going to be startled that. This one, we don't know about this. Or how come? And then you now realize that some of the things that are being budgeted for that high are things already being taken care of or being catered to. So it's actually very painful that we had a government like this in Nigeria who are taking us to donkey years. You understand me? So it's really very, very, very painful. Because this time nobody even cares again. I don't think the budget also cares again to even look at the budget padding scenario in Nigeria. I am so sure that the budget impact on this current budget we are talking about.
And this is the highest budget we've had in the nation.
Yeah, it is not running into trillions. I'm talking about the padded areas.
Oh, okay.
Areas the money is added. I should think it's more than 25% of the total budget when it comes to padding. And in knowing full well that this government will not have the opportunity of fulfilling or completing the budget, May 2023, this government will have to leave for another one to start. You understand me? And so it's just so appalling that the number of ministries and that are saying that the amount they showed up with the budget is not what they are defending, is actually appalling. Based on my research, I've seen about 6 or 7 MDAs saying that what they have is not the same as what is in the budget. And so you want to ask yourself, who is the one that is adding these numbers? Who are we going to hold responsible in the budget office for this purpose?
Okay, Dr. Konasto.
Questions are begging for answers, but we may never find those answers until the budgets are passed.
Let's come
to. We want to therefore ask the question: which budget now is National Assembly passing? Is it the padded one, or they have deducted the amount of the padding?
Probably that's what they want to figure out. That's why they're postponing, the budget until the Utah period.
Dr. Cornerstone, let's also look at what is happening in Oyo State here. Remember yesterday, the 2023 appropriation bill of 310 billion naira has been passed into law. I mean, it was passed into law yesterday. And with what we are seeing here, the passed budget is 432.5 million naira higher than the proposed 310 billion earlier sent to the lawmakers by Governor Seyi Makinde on 3rd of November. So now, are we seeing a situation where, it was proposed and some additions were made? Do we say that before you take a bill to the House, a budget bill to the House, don't you think the necessary things should have been done? And now after 1 month, you are adding more into the budget.
Well, I want to let you know it's very straightforward. The answer is very straightforward. Before you can increase your budget based on expenditure or capital project, first question you want to ask yourself is what is your internal earning capacity? For that budget to have been increased by 400-something million naira, it means the internal revenue generation capacity of Oyo State has improved. Or number two, the borrowing ratio so the budget also has increased. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only two areas where you see budgetary allocation having to increase, or probably the capital project or the expenditure of the government is higher. But I do know that Oyo State is one of the states that are owing heavily. It's not. I think it's among top 10 owing states in Nigeria. So it might be a budget that is financed through borrowing. It might be a budget also that. But you know, 6 months ago, the Oyo State government had actually come to say that its internal revenue generation capacity has actually improved. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I remember during the time of the late Jimobi, the state government was generating about 800 million or to 1 billion, but presently the state is generating more than 2 billion naira, to get me, on monthly basis. But if you got 2 billion naira for 12 months, that's just 24 billion. You understand what I'm saying? So I did not know the level to which I have not seen the personal copy. I probably would love to see a personal copy so I will know where the source of funds actually coming from. You know, it's simple. Government, being an accountant, government budget is simple: income and expenditure. Am I correct? Broken into capital expenditure and recurrent expenditure. But we have to know the nature and the source of fund and the use of the fund. So the source of fund might be by internal revenue generation and allocation from federal government, and so also might consider some borrowing. But when borrowing for budget is more than 15% of the total budget, then there's trouble. You know what I'm saying? So probably from two ends: internal revenue generation, and then estimated allocation from the federal government might be, from federal or federation accounts might be the completion of that. But all well and good, I must tell you that the budget of Oyo State ongoing has been very, very fruitful. Has been very, very, very fruitful. And I think you going by the streets and going on your normal day business will let you know that you should be convinced that the last budget of the Oyo State government was actually very, very fruitful.
All right, Dr. Cornerstone, we must say thank you so much for joining us this morning and for bringing to light some of the stories with your analysis. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much. Richard, I am coming. I'd like a way for the purpose of the chicken and the rice.
I'm a man
Thank
of
you
my
very
word.
much. See you next
All
year.
right, all right. No. It's after Christmas. We see after Christmas, not next year.
I didn't hear that part well.
No, it is. We are seeing you next week.
Are you
not next
traveling
year.
for the season, Dr. Cornerstone?
Am I hearing Bevo's voice there?
No. Did you hear what I said? I said we are seeing you next week, not next year.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
All right, thank
Have a
you.
nice week.
And you too. All right, that was Dr. Cornerstone.
It's now time for you to be a part of the conversation by calling into the studio to lend in your thoughts regarding some of the stories we've addressed this morning. The numbers to call are 0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. We're also taking messages via WhatsApp, Facebook, and regular text. Good morning to you. Welcome to From the Dailies. Morning to you. Great to have you. Where are you calling us from?
I'm coming from
From Muslim.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I want to react to the APC presidential aspirant, the dollar making this subsidy is a scam.
Okay.
You remember that during 2015 election, that was what the campaign was to vote and administration done that subsidy is a scam. Now, this NAPC is not telling us that subsidy is removal. Petrol is being sold at the rate of 280 per litre. So we are tired of this maladministration of it. We need to vote them as consultants and appoint competent leaders. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I mean, this is a conversation that's been happening for the longest of time. But the question is, if subsidy is removed, are we ready to buy petrol at 500 naira per litre?
Do you know the way people are even complaining right now as petrol has
People
gone
can't
for
even afford what to
250
eat, let
naira
alone
per
buying
litre.
petrol for 500 naira per litre.
Okay, someone here. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Kemi calling from Akubo.
Thank you for calling. Compliment of the season.
I wish you the same.
All right, let's go.
You know, on what Lai Mohammed said, that Atiku's plan to open borders is a threat to Nigeria. To me, it is never a threat.
I didn't hear that.
To me, it is never a threat.
Okay.
To me, it will boost our economy. We all know that our economy at the moment under APC administration is in shambles. It's not to write home about. It has not been favorable to the masses, to the common man. I think opening the border will be beneficial to the masses. There will be free flow of products, of goods from neighboring countries. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're with you.
Please
we're
go
with
ahead.
Yes, it will even have positive effect on our currency. ECOWAS community will benefit from it. To me, I just feel APC is just being economical with the truth. They are not telling us the truth. They are a monumental failure on chemical.
Thank you for your thoughts, Kemi.
But having a different opinion here, I mean, look at the state of security in Nigeria. I mean, within the country, are we safe? Although maybe we say thumbs up.
Is that the reason why Atiku would want to open the border?
No, what Atiku is saying is, okay, I'll open the border. I mean, there will be more of business transactions, bringing in goods into the country, import, export. But I mean, you look at how porous our borders are. Is it? I mean, the borders that were closed, is it close to only goods brought to the country and not about the security? I mean, people moving into the country. So we need to also understand. Let the federal government also make us understand. Okay, we are closing the border to avoid, too many exported.
According to
imported goods.
What's he had to say regarding that is he warned that the uncontrolled border would lead to the return of smuggling of food and weapons into the country and worsen hunger and insecurity.
But the question is the ammunition brought into the country. How did they get to the country?
So that's where vetting needs to be put in place. Those in charge, the security operatives at the borders. This is where they come to play.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello.
Morning to you. What's your name?
Oh, Biola, thank you for joining us. Please try and increase the volume of your voice.
Okay. See, I want to talk about...
You want to what?
I want to react to what the Minister of Information...
Okay, Lai Mohammed.
So, the reopening of borders is not a threat at all. As APC close all the borders and the economy of the country went down. They close all the borders with a promise to be producing locally instead of exporting from other countries. But nothing good has come out of it. The Minister of Information is just fooling around because they know that reopening is never a threat to boost the economy of the country. Because we know the economy of the country is not good at the moment. So it be one if all the borders is reopened. So thank you.
All right, thank you. Good morning. I mean, that is our own opinion, saying that the borders should be thrown open, for goods to come into the country.
But we're still taking our oil down for refining to other countries. So I'm just wondering. Anyway, 0909-888-9939. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Kola. I'm calling from Motobadan.
Kola, compliment of the season.
Compliment of the season is,
all right.
How can I say fast?
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Well done, sir. Yeah, I am very disappointed at what Emefiele just did by reviewing this monetary policy by taking to the hearing of these politicians. Those who we know, in fact, what gets me happy here is that these people they are stealing from us, they are destroying our life, and they are doing it publicly. They don't even do it. Sometimes when you have to steal from people, when you have to maltreat people, you need to. Sometimes you go to USA, they do it secretly. But these are politicians, they do it publicly. Can you imagine the kind of pressure they put on this man? And I am very disappointed at this man's case. And lastly, I think this federal government has been doing well. I just came back from Niger State right now. I saw the kind of road that constructing. That place is a hair of a fact. What I've seen this federal government has been doing, I think for me, we will make a right choice by not voting for PDP in 2015. And I think we should also make the right choice by voting for the right candidate in 2015 and look down to our state government have been saying this. This is where the problem is. Look at the news we've read so far. Every news I've gone to this morning is about federal government. Why trunk of money of our money is being stolen by the state government. Just look at the local government fund. Every state is supposed to have received 15 billion naira in the last 4 years. Do you see 15 billion naira in your own local government here in your state? Why don't you have Mr. Makinde? Please, where is this money? Please.
All right, I'll rather we focus on the issues. So I think, but we get your point. Thank you very much for your thoughts.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Caller from Okebado. All right, has been a follower of the program, right? 0909-888 0909-888-9939 0912-222-2939. Remember, we're also live on Facebook, facebook.com/solutions939FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you. What's your name?
Andrew.
Great to have you.
Okay, the first question I would like to ask is the earlier time that our borders were closed, of what economic importance was it to Nigeria? I thought when those borders were closed, it was going to improve local production. Of course, price of rice was going to be reduced. But sadly, it was on the other side. Then please, another question. What about the rice pyramid President Muhammadu Buhari and his cabinet members saw the other time in Abuja? Ideally, it ought to have, reduced the prices of rice, but nothing has come of it. And there were allegations of padded rice. So that is on bad. And my contribution on fuel subsidy. If a liter of petrol is over 200 naira now, then the question every Nigerian should be asking is, have they removed fuel subsidy? Then they have removed subsidy for kerosene. The money for kerosene subsidy, how have they spent it judiciously? So if any presidential candidate says he's going to remove subsidy, how? Is it gradual or totally? So if we are buying petrol for this amount, I think something's wrong, something fraudulent is wrong with the subsidies the federal government is paying. Good morning.
Thank you very much for your thought. I think we'll have to go on a break, I believe.
We still have a few more minutes before going on break.
Okay. So keep your calls coming to 0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. If you're unable to reach us, you can send in a message via WhatsApp or on Facebook. Just search for Solutions 939 FM on Facebook. We have a lot of comments on there and we'll be sure to read them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Ruth calling from Malakia.
Great to have you, Ruth.
Yeah, thank you. I want to react to the ABC presidential candidate. This thing on subsidy remover. The insistence of the ABC presidential candidate, that's Tinubu, on subsidy remover is nothing but another way to deceive the people. Because this same person campaigned against the former president in 2015. When Jonathan decided to remove fuel subsidy and put the pump price at 97 naira per litre, now we are buying a litre of PMS at the rate of 250 and still talking about subsidy must go. The diesel and kerosene they claim to have been subsidized are not even affordable to anyone. Until we have inflationary refineries, then the organized crime cost subsidy will disappear. So I will just urge Nigerians to look outside the box, not to allow these people to lie to us again, because there is no way you can give what you don't have. Thank you. Ruth coming from Malawi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I mean, there's no way you can give what you don't have.
I think the question about our refineries have been coming on this program for the longest of time. A lot of people with that concern. Over 5 refineries were non-functioning, and I think there was a promise recently that the one in Port Harcourt might come to Bay,
like 1 or 2.
Yes.
To come alive.
But Nigerians are tired of hearing it will happen, it will happen. They say talk is cheap. Want to see action into play. So we're really, really hoping that the federal government, goes through with what they say. It's not enough to make statements like that, but we want to see, practical realities.
Everything cannot
of
be
these
political
things.
statements. Everything cannot be political statements. I mean, it is more of, okay, if you say things will happen, how is it going to happen? I mean, we saw the opening of the second Niger Bridge, and it will be closed by the end of the Utah season, which they have to finish, do the finishing. But I mean, I also heard about, what Fashola said, saying that is because of the IPOB issue that slowed down the pace of the, of the work on the bridge. However, I mean, look at other alternatives. You don't have to, push blames, because at the end of the day, you say, there will be complaints and there will be reasons. They will give you 1,001 reasons why things are not working in the country. I mean, I also believe that, like I always say, tell us if you're telling me that things are not working, this is the reason things are not working. Give me another reason or another point how things can work. There must be alternatives.
It's not enough to mention the problem. What solutions are you proffering to ensure that the problem is solved?
All right, let's go on a break, and when we return, we read your messages and pick more calls. Do not go anywhere. AM Update is still live.
ọ̀rọ̀ lágbára àmọ́ kò lágbára tó ìṣesí ìdí nìyí tí ó fi jẹ́ wípé nílé ìfowópamọ́ Keystone Bank àwa kì í kàn sọ pé ó ṣe ẹni pàtàkì sí wa a ó ṣe àfihàn bí ó ṣe pàtàkì sí wa tó nípa pípèsè ọ̀nà ìrọ̀rùn ìgbàlódé tí yóò mú ẹ ṣe àfipamọ́ owó rẹ láì kúrò nílé látòpó ìdúnàdúrà orí ẹ̀rọ alátagbà àti òpó ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ tẹ *7111# sí ojú òpó ìlànà ìyánilówó tí kò jáfara àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní ilé ìfowópamọ́ Keystone Bank ó máa ní ìrírí ìṣesí ọmọlúàbí èyí tí ó mú ìfowópamọ́ kúrò nínú ìgbàmọ́ra bẹ́ẹ̀ sípò ìtunilára ní ìrírí ìkàsí oníbàárà àti ìrọ̀rùn tí ó kọjá òye ẹ̀dá Keystone Bank àdìjọ ń gbèrú papọ̀.
Wetin we mean when we say ground don level? Na say as you dey hustle, you dey flex join. You dey enjoy yourself with wetin you get for hand. Na why you fit cool body with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl for just 50 naira. No matter your choice, so fasten a 35cl glass bottle on na Wazo, because when we say ground don level, we mean am, because all na Wazo.
Enjoy chilled refreshment with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all, though. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
Hello, my name is Solomon Ibu. I'm one of the brain bees competing at Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Catch me there.
My name is Anola Dolapo. I'm one of the brain bees competing at Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Catch me there.
Let me see. Wow. Let me see you there.
My mama tell me say she wan carry me go buy biscuits. Na so she carry me go one old mama house. The way the old mama cut me, child, I still dey imagine the pain as it take weak me for body. My mama say na to make sure say I no dey follow boys anyhow. I wonder how it take enter waka waka with boys matter. I wonder. Circumcision don cause me plenty health palava, and I no go even wish my enemy pikin to suffer wetin I don suffer. Child.
My country people, circumcision no good at all. E no fit stop girl to dey follow man dem. E no fit help woman to find pikin born.
born. In short, inside the over 20 million Nigerian girls and women wey don suffer circumcision, many of them dey also suffer health palava, plus including pain when dem wan menstruate, piss, born, or even when time reach to enjoy themselves with their man for other room. Whether na local place or for inside hospital, circumcision dey very bad and dangerous, and e no get anything good wey e dey do for body. Make we join hands stop circumcision today. Na AC Health Initiative through its Stop Court project wey dey funded by United Nations Trust Fund to End Violence Against Women bring una this message.
It's a beautiful morning, Naija. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open the Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent near you.
The urge to experience the revival of God's children and consequently that of the nations is biting stronger by the day. Sadly, with the delay looking as a denier, our watchful eyes gave in to sleep. But then, from our sleep, we hear the heavens declaring, "Arise, kill and heat." We shall therefore be gathering at the December Retreat 2022, holding between Wednesday, December 28th and Sunday, the 1st of January 2023, to declare through prayer and fasting our readiness to trust God's process of bringing out revival. Kickoff time is 11:45 p.m. on the 28th of December. Ministry Shegun Ario and other anointed servants of God. You can register online via www.thepottersmission.org. We shall be live on Facebook at Shegun Ario, on YouTube at Potter's House Christian Mission, and mixlr.com/crossfire live. For inquiries, please call Hillary on 003-879-4134, NDG on 003-475-4155. December Retreat 2022. Arise, kill and heat.
It's back and better. It's the Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0.
You had that right, kiddies! Come party with Solutions 93.9 on the 29th of December 2022 at Liberty Stadium.
There are prizes to be won, fun games to be played, and other side attractions. Let's make it fun together. See you there.
The Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0 is proudly powered by Solutions 93.9 FM. Alright, 24 minutes gone past 10, right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9, and you're still listening to From the Dailies. My name is Victor Richard, and I've been doing this with Oladapo
Okunubi.
If you like Nuko. Alright, we're still taking calls and messages regarding the state of the nation this morning. We have a couple of messages, and we'll begin with our messages right now before we go into, taking calls. Okay, let's start with this message here from Omade Adekunle. We are tired of the unrealistic promises of the APC presidential candidate that packaged Buhari for us in 2015, where the economy is on the verge of collapsing, where 133 million people are abjectly living in poverty, despite the present critical economic situation in Nigeria brought about by the APC government. Yes, they're still having guts to contest for the forthcoming presidential election. It's a pity that Nigeria is being governed by shameless political leaders. Indeed, their change and next level is to inflict more hardship on the average Nigerian.
That's a message from who?
Omode Adekunle. That's his thought.
Sulaiman Sherif says, good morning to you all. APC presidential candidates want to remove subsidy. The same Tinubu who was against the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan in 2012 when the fuel subsidy was removed. We are tired for unrealistic promises, or tired of, Opeyemi Akonji says the cashless policy has come to stay, but the CBN governor has reversed the withdrawal limit, which won't let the cashless policy be more effective. As we all know, our leaders in Nigeria agree to whatever benefits them, not the citizens. The increase in withdrawal limits, no doubt, will increase vote buying in 2023 election.
All right, Oluwaseun Root is saying good morning. It's great news to hear about the arrest of the killers of the hoteler in Ogbomoso, which shows that our security agencies in Oyo State are working effectively with the effort of the Oyo State government. I will urge the security agencies not to relent, and also we, the Oyo State people, should support the security agencies by giving them any information around us that That's if you see something, say something, so we can continue to experience peace in the state. Another message here from Olayinka Aditola says, the arrest of the culprits that kidnapped the hotel in Ogbomoso is a very good one, and the restructuring of the security apparatus along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway by Oyo State Police is yielding a positive outcome. So security is a collective responsibility, and we need to be security conscious. Anywhere we notice any act of crime, we should call the security operatives through their toll-free line 615, created by the Oyo State government.
Okay, thank you for your messages.
Yeah, those are some of the comments we have this morning.
All right, someone on the line here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Dapo.
John and Larry, watch it top of the morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Richard.
Thank you very much for
Compliment
joining
of the
us.
season.
Yeah, I wish you the same, my brother.
All right.
I did John Larry Waju from Mutupa.
All right, let's go.
The issue of Baba, PDP presidential candidate. They have promised that if you can win the election, he's going to open the border. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's not the opening the border that I'm concerned with. Because despite the fact that the border is even closed, we do not enjoy the economy, we do not enjoy the security. So there is no point of closing the border. It happens that because of the security and economic growth, so we did not achieve it. But for a lot of people to promise that one, I have the benefit of doubt towards him. And I'm not going to believe him because he's going to offend so many people, especially the elite people like him. And I don't believe it because he belongs to the group of elite. So that even one way or the other that have enjoyed this country very much. So if he's going to do that one, I'm giving the benefit of that. And for the promise of Abatino that he's going to remove the subsidy, that one, to me, he can do it because he also belongs to the group of elite. Because they are going to enjoy that benefit of removing subsidies very well, which is going to affect the market. So you can do that one. But what I have the doubt concerning is that he promised that he's going to give the loans to the students, which I totally disagree with him. He's a governor in Lagos State. He also has the power in Lagos State. He even said the governor in Lagos State that he should be giving loans to the Lagos State University students. And I don't think that they are taking the loans. So if you cannot do it in Lagos, how can you achieve it?
He's not the governor. I don't understand what you mean. He has the power.
We all know what happened, what transpired between him and Abode when he decided not to use Abode for the second time. And Abode didn't get the second time. So he has the power in Lagos.
So you're talking about the influence of Jagaban now?
Exactly. He has the influence in Lagos. So the Lagos state is important.
Thank you.
And even their campaign people, their party in Lagos, talking about that one in Lagos. And the number three that is promised about the issue of this, those that change the money at Taco, that they are going to be the same is a lie. Because those that he put you into that position, they are the ones that are operating the Bureau de change. So he's not going to do that and I achieve that one. Thank you and good morning.
All right. Only a sitting governor has such a power, influence or not. We're going by the constitution of the country. The executive order will only come from the sitting governor. Just to point that out.
I mean, that is on paper, right? But I mean, we all know how power plays.
The only thing I know is the constitution, and that's what I'm going by.
Yeah, I mean, you are talking about the constitution. He is talking about behind the constitution.
0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. That's the number to reach us this morning. We're also taking messages on Facebook.
Facebook page. Facebook page, Solutions 939 FM. Hello, good morning.
Okay. Do well to call us back 0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. If you're joining us, we've been able to address a couple of issues this morning. The review on the CBN withdrawal limit, as well as the postponement of the appropriation bill by the Senate.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah,
Caller, thank you. You can move away from where you are because the network is fluctuating and we are having some interference.
Yeah. I think people talking about development of the country, the economy under it is bad. Yes, the economy under it is bad.
Mr. Caller, please, would you mind calling us back? We're receiving a call back and we can barely hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
There's a call back coming in. Just call us back, please, if you can. All right.
If you can't hear me, I'll call back.
Okay, yeah, thank you, caller. But remember, Mr. Caller, if you try and call back and the network is not clear, you can as well send a message on our Facebook platform, please, so that we can hear ourselves clearly. And, you know, he won the election. And like you said, I mean, it is democratic for you to, you know, decamp, move to a party where you can win elections. So, for Nyesom Wike and, you know, some of the people in the G5, I don't think that should be part of the reasons they can look at the candidates. And if I should, I mean, so that means it does not deserve to be one of the presidential candidates they will want to settle for.
There's no constitutional law that actually stops anybody from defecting to a political party, and I think that has been raised before on how to stop, you know, defection into different parties. Hello, good morning to you.
Yes, thank you. Doctor from Religion.
Great to have you. Compliment of the season.
Thank you. I wish you the best, sir.
Yeah.
How to people this to the Oyo State government for the good job. I mean, the Oyo State government and the Oyo State security personnel for the good job done concerning the abductors they are abducted recently.
The suspects.
They are really doing well. So I am giving kudos to the government who earlier called their attention and deployed them to the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. With that, at least Oyo State will be at peace to an extent now. Then, on Salah Mohammed's comment, hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, thank you. On Salah Mohammed's comment, he said that Atiku's plan to open the border is a threat to Nigeria. I don't see it to be a threat because presently we are suffering scarcity. And it's the result of that scarcity that is making everything to be highly expensive in the society. So it's not like people are not buying things out there, but we are buying them at high cost just because the border is not open to these people. So they should, if I believe if the border is made open, a lot of things will be available at cheaper rates. So if Mr. Alain Mohammed is saying that, he's saying it from one point of view, but it is at the expense of the masses. So they are not being considerate of the masses at all. So they should try to be considerate.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Indeed. I mean, so let's talk about, today is the open mic session. A lot of people are not talking about PVC collection. I saw a video of, I think it was an INEC office. I can't remember the state, so let me not say what, I'm not sure. But it was a video that I watched, and the INEC official was saying people are not coming for their PVCs, and they come to the office and the PVCs are ready. Have you gotten yours? Have you had an opportunity to go to the INEC office?
Well, I didn't register the last time, so I still have my PVC with me.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I mean, I think it's just more of those who registered.
Yeah.
And for those who still have their PVCs in INEC office. So just go all out there to get your PVCs. And we've been getting update that there's a huge turnout in Lagos. And I think so. I think in particular eastern states, but we are not sure of that of your states, and looking at other states. But I mean, look at what happened in Ogun State, the burning down of a particular INEC office in Abeokuta. We know that of Osun State as well. But I mean, in Imo State, it happened like another. That was on Wednesday through Thursday.
Yeah.
So maybe that may also be like one one of the
deterrent factors.
Yeah, yes.
Stopping people. Well, if you've gone to any local government here in Oyo State and you had any ill experience or it was smooth for you, we'd also like to know. That way we can also, reach out to the appropriate authorities to see how that can be solved. So if you've collected and it was a seamless process or there was a hitch by the way of collection, please let us know. We're still taking calls. Remember, it's the open mic session, so we're not just addressing, the topics that we've been able to analyze this morning. So you can just bring up, topics of national interest and we have the conversation.
Okay, and for you registered. Have you gotten your PVC?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't. I would go. Work is a factor to that, but I should go next week Wednesday to collect it.
Okay.
Let's take that call.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning to you, sir. Kola. I don't know what the problem is.
Kola, we are still finding it difficult. If you can listen to us. Maybe. Kola, the network is bad. What you can do is just send a message, right? Go on Facebook, send a message.
So we're struggling to hear you, and it won't make we need to hear what you want to say
so
clearly.
People can also hear you too.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I don't know where
it's
Kola
probably
is.
but because he called us earlier and it was smooth.
Yeah.
Right. It was smooth. So I
Please
don't know.
try and call back. Kola, or try and send a message. Because what we even want you to do, you can tell someone to switch on his or her radio to listen to your call. If the person can even hear you clearly. Right? All right. I just decided to go check the presidential candidates we have. We've got a series of candidates. We've got Omar Wale Sowore of AAC. We have Yagbi Sani of the ADP. We have Ado Ibrahim Abdul Malik of the YPP. We have that of Abga Chukudi Umaidi, Olufemi Adenuga of Boot Party. We have that of the Design Labour Party, Zebere Chuku Uwanyahu. We have the
there are 20 political parties, so I'm not surprised.
I don't know. Maybe Ian Wike is trying to give us leg over here.
I won't be surprised if Wike just decides to, just shock everybody and tells us that his preferred candidates are not from the major 4 political parties that we have.
But what he said that he's not planning. It will. The G5 will not support those defecting. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not defected from
the APC.
From APC. Is that? Sense.
Well, let's leave that until January to find out what Wike and the G5 governors have in mind. It's about time that he tells us who he's supporting.
This is just permutation. Just like when you see Super Eagles play, right? They'll tell you should Super Eagles win this game and their opponents lose that game, Nigeria can qualify. Bola Ahmed Tinubu looking at the major candidates, the APC, ANPP, PDP, Labour Party. I think it's only Bola Ahmed Tinubu who has stayed in his party, supported every presidential candidate. From AD to AC to ACN to APC. We are just permutating here, guys. This is 1040 live from Remedy Dial Solutions 939 FM. Now, let's also let you know. It's open mic, right? We can say anything. The Solutions FM's Kiddies end of the year party is set for next week Thursday.
Right.
So, and the tickets will be ready today. So, guys, you can come around from, let's say, tomorrow morning to come pick up your tickets. It's for the kids.
It is free.
It's free.
Yes.
So just tell your kids, you can come with them, get your tickets, because without a ticket, there's no way you can, come in for the event. The ticket is your pass. Right, we'd like to say very big thank you to those who have supported us, and for those who are still willing to support, to enjoy the end of the year with the kids. And the event venue is at the Obafemi Awolowo Stadium, formerly Liberty Stadium. And we also what happened last year at the Boluwaji ground.
Yeah,
a lot of kids, came out.
The turnout was mind blowing, and we're really looking forward to another amazing experience this year. So Thursday, we have curated a lot of fun activities for your kids,
and this is free.
Yes, from spelling bees with several gifts that will be awarded to them. Dance competition. There'll be bouncing castles.
Yoruba book reading competition.
I can't wait for that. I would love to try. So please want to employ and enjoin all parents to come by tomorrow at the studio and pick up your tickets.
This is free. I would like to say a very big thank you to former First Lady of the State, that is Chief Mrs. Florence Ajimobi. Very big thank you to Mommy Downsy, for all the guys who have also supported with product and, cash wise. Thank you so much.
It's a season of generosity, so we're also looking out to, getting more gifts for the kids. So if you have something in mind, you can reach out to us. Is there a number to call? So
you can call 081 745 20785 081 745 20785, and you can as well send us a DM on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. Send us a message in case you are listening and you're outside Ibadan. You need to come pick up tickets maybe within the course of next week before the event day. Just send us a message, and our WhatsApp number where you can also send your same as SMS too. You can send to 0904 422 2939. Right.
All right, with that, it's a wrap this morning on From the Dailies. For this week, we've had quite a time.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to bringing you more stories from our national dailies next week, Monday.
Wow. And so what's the plan for Christmas? Oh, you'll be on air.
It's such a sad situation, but
I heard you on, was it Wednesday? When Favor was saying, the last edition she was on air. Okay, it was myself and Favor that were in the studio for Christmas and New Year.
So one good turn deserves another. So I've had my turn.
Not the billboard we have in our job.
I've had my turn, so you guys should go have yours. That's why we're here. It's the reason why we're here. So
do I have any
to
plan?
do the job.
I just want to be in the house, just enjoy.
With the state of our economy, I don't think anybody is doing, movement or trying to go out, except you have, one money piled up somewhere that none of us know about, and that's why they are limiting your cash withdrawal.
But you can do transfers. It's about. This is, you must avoid. Carrying. If you check my pocket now, the only cash you see with me now is 100 naira.
Yeah,
I left the house with 200 naira, but you don't know what I have in my account.
Of course.
So it's easier. You have. It's stress free. You won't be scared that I lost 500 naira. I lost a huge sum of money.
These pocket lifters from public transport, assuming you're using one.
So
I go by the policy, but with this review, I don't know where we're headed to, but it's all right.
So would you like to call someone to bring food for you?
I'm open to receiving delicious meals, without love portion.
No, what do you mean?
No, I'm just saying. That's on the lighter note. But it would be lovely to get Xmas meals and gifts and whatnot to celebrate.
Benga will also be on air. Adiremi will be on air on Christmas Day, same as New Year.
Don't worry, we're going to do it.
Allow me to laugh.
I think it's time for us to go because we're taking this thing personal, and I don't like it. Okay, join us next week Monday for yet another great time on From the Dailies. I hope you have a memorable Christmas and New Year celebration. My name is Victor Richard.
Well, my name is Oladapo Kunubi. Remember the kiddies end of the year party going down next week, Thursday, 29th of December. The tickets are ready for collection. Just come to the station tomorrow here at Okeado. Ibadan. This is Naija All Stars. Christmas in Lagos. There's also Christmas in Ibadan, but Victory will be on air.
You've been